Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another Build-A-Figure review. Today we have Diamond Select's Lord of the Rings Sauron Build-A-Figure, and I am super stoked to finally put this figure together as he comes in so many different parts. So we're going to start with the lower part, the lower half, should I say. Oh man, these are, I don't know how easy these are going to go in. Not too bad, not too bad. Takes a little bit of effort. Jeez. These legs are ginormous. Ouch. All right, I gotta take these off. They're stabbing my hands. This one's hard. The hardest part so far is definitely getting the ab onto that ball. You know, I just have to really push it down. But let's get his arm in there. That one sort of. This one actually went in a little bit deeper on this side than this side. So I don't know if I guess that works. I'm going to have to work on this one a little bit more because it's not going in as deep.
That's what she said.
This Build-A-Figure definitely takes some elbow grease. So getting this wedge, and you got to work at it. You just sit there and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until you get it in there, which is nice. Let's go ahead and put his cape on. Look at that, some soft goods. How does this even go on? Got to figure this out. I'm assuming, what was it getting hooked up on? It's a little bit confusing here. We got 3 holes, but where am I porting them in on? Like, what the? I'm confused. Because, like, this is the shoulder piece. And the shoulder piece goes on like so. But where is this cape hooking on at? I don't know. After going to heat up the inside so I could pop the ball in here because this separated, I did find out that there's this little piece that pries off and you got those spots for the cape. So we can actually put the cape on. Let me set it down here. Make sure it's going the right direction. There we go. Gotta make sure those plastic pieces come through. It should just port right into the back. Word being should. There we go. Yeah. That's way better than what I was trying to do. And it looks better. So let's go ahead and put this shoulder piece on. Got to figure out which side is which. Trying to put this on, put it all on wrong. There we go. Looking cool with the soft goods cape. A bunch of hairs on it. Yummy. And then put the head on there. That's just looking super badass. Sauron all put together is massive. I have him sort of leaning back because the way his feet are, I can't. Oh, he's gonna make me a liar. Yeah, he sort of leans. He leans forward and back because of the weight. And the reason he leans is, if you can see, I'm gonna focus in right here. You can actually see how his feet are sort of like arched a little bit. I don't know if I'm supposed to heat him up or they're supposed to be like that, but I'm trying to get him to sort of stay flat, but he wants to either lean this way or the weight's making him go back. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but overall, like, the presence of this dude, he, like, look at my hand. He is massive. He's actually about 12 and a half inches, not fully 13, but still a nice looking figure. An up-close look at Sauron, and this thing being all casted in this silverish... An up-close look at Sauron with him casted in this silverish plastic. He looks awesome because there's tons of sculpt work and texture in this figure with some like wash over it, and it just looks menacing. Like, his whole head sculpt is phenomenal. Look at that beast. Looking really good. Even the pauldrons look really nice. Whole chest armor, just everything on this sculpt is gorgeous. And keep in mind that these little spiky things, they're a hard, well, they give a little bit, but they're mainly like a harder plastic. So these aren't going to be drooping and stuff like that, which you wouldn't want this to be on display and have it have droopy spikes. But man, even we got soft goods. Like, look at that armor piece on and everything. The cape looks good. It's got little furs on it because of my dogs. But then we got like the arms, the ring on his hand, even the gesture, just like, that just looks wicked. I love this armor. I love this type of armor. Like, when I'd play like Oblivion and stuff like that, I would always go for like the Daedric looking armor that looked like this, because I just wanted to look all menacing and evil. And just look at that, like, sculpted in texture on the, you know, for the chainmail part. Got these. These are sort of like a plastic, you know, they have a little bit of give, but nothing like crazy. It's not like rubber. Even his legs have that texture. Just the armor just looks super awesome. I can't say it enough. Like, I love like the texturing on the armor. If you guys can see it a little bit better, there you go. This dude, if you saw this dude on the battlefield, it's just gonna be freaking crazy. And then we got his, you know, can't forget his weapon. Put that bad boy in there. His wrist is a little loose, as you can see. That's the bummer. But this can be fixed. I can add a little bit of like nail polish or something to keep it from doing that, or else I can have like an action feature. Wow, feature, not feature, but you know. But you can still have him standing there with his mace in hand, just looking freaking. It's just so cool looking. Diving into articulation in this guy, and he is standing on his own. I guess he's just wanting to be a liar now. Like, the whole time I was putting them together, got them all set up, messed around with them, he just wouldn't stand, and now he's standing fine. Articulation in the head, he does get some up and down motion there. Got full, you know, he can do a full 360 sort of. His nose chin, whatever you want to call that part of the helmet, hits his armor, which is a bummer, but he does have attitude in there as well. His arms, they can go up quite a bit. This pushes up the armor. Now, mind you, it looks fine there, but it does pop it up to where it wants to come off. So I'm just going to take these off so I can show you the full articulation. And you can probably glue these down, or, oh, and his cape just fell off too. But yeah, the cape, I'm tempted to glue in because it doesn't want to, with a lot of aggressive moving, it falls out. Not as bad as the shoulders, because once you pop these up, these things just pop out. But either way, we got the disc hinge. do a full 360. I mean, you saw how I put them in. One thing that's missing, we do not have bicep cut really at all in him. And that's sort of a bummer. His elbow gets almost pretty much a 90 degree. I wish it was a double jointed elbow, especially with the armor. Could have hit it. It would have looked nice. But we do get pivoting at the elbow as well. Crazy rotation on the hands, and you get articulation on the wrist as well. So looking really nice. He does have that ball that gives all that type of motion here, which is great, especially for bigger figures that are going to be angling down to swipe people with the giant mace. Legs can do that far out. Can't really go up further than that. Hits the armor. Going back, not much there either. He does have the thigh cut because that's how we put them together. And then we get the single jointed knees right there. And it's like they could have done double jointed, but you still get a nice angle with it. There is ankle bend, and then there's also pivot in the ankles, but like double jointed would have been nice. The knees are okay. Like I can give those a pass. Even the elbows aren't too bad. You can get a little bit more range when you're looking at doing the double elbows and stuff like that, especially with like wielding a mace and stuff like that. But overall, I mean, the figure, it's a beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. And it's 12.5 inches tall all the way to the highest spike on his head. You get Sauron all posed up, like arching over, like he's just beating down somebody with his mace. Just a really, really badass display piece. This thing definitely has shelf presence. Now for some size comparison, I busted out series 1, 2, and 3. And the Build-A-Figure, of course, and it looks so awesome to see them all together. Now, these are the only figures you have to get in order to build Sauron. And I mean, that's pretty awesome. You get 6 figures, you build this 12.5-inch Sauron figure, which looks freaking phenomenal. I know on the back of the package, it was saying 13 inches, but measured, it's about 12.5. So, but still, it's a massive Build-A-Figure, has soft goods, it's sculpted really well. Sure, it could have a little bit more double elbow action, but the overall presence of the Diamond Select Lord of the Ring figures are amazing. And you could definitely get some more ring wraiths. So you have the whole set of the ring wraiths. You get more goblins, or, well, orcs. This guy looks like a goblin. I keep calling him a goblin. He's an orc. But you can get a bunch of those. And this set just looks awesome. I can't wait to get a hold of Series 4, because that one has Gandalf and another orc. And, you know, then you got the deluxe golem coming out, so you can get his missing swords, and you get a couple more arrows for his quiver, which is awesome. Plus you get that nice stone dio piece to mount golem on. And these, again, just look awesome. I can't wait to actually have them all on a Detolf shelf, because they definitely deserve their own shelf. And as you can see how they look together, I mean, they're just beautiful. Beautiful pieces, beautiful sculpts, and they fit together so well. As far as Build-A-Figures go, Diamond Selects did a heck of a job. I mean, they've been doing build-ems for a long time, being, you know, dioramas and things like that. And we actually get a massive figure with the first 3 sets of the Lord of the Rings figures, and I couldn't be happier. The sculpt is beautiful. The paint works great. Articulation is pretty solid. Sure, it could be better in the elbow area and stuff like that, but those are just minor gripes. It would have been cool to have some alternate hands as well, so we're not just limited with this one being in this pose. But the figure is awesome. I mean, it's like 12.5 inches tall. You got the soft goods cape. You got a weapon. I mean, it's a beautiful piece. And you saw how well they fit together with that group shot of series 1 through 3 with the Build-A-Figure. And this line is just getting better and better. So I can't wait to get a hold of series 4 to put Gandalf in the mix. But this is a great looking piece, and I will stand by that. And he's actually standing by himself, so I guess I just found that sweet spot, and he's just being nice to me today. But that sums up my unboxing and review of Diamond Select Toys, Lord of the Rings, Sauron Build-A-Figure. If you guys are enjoying my content, go ahead and hit that like button for me. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button as it helps the channel evolve and grow. And go ahead and hit the silver bell notification if you want to know when I post up a new video. And also go show some love to Diamond Select Toys. If you're looking to pick up some Lord of the Rings figures yourself or Marvel Selects, their information is going to be down below, so go check it out, show some love. And most importantly, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.